Have you ever thought about the power of pivoting? Pivoting means leveraging everything you learned in the past to create something better, more improved, more awesome in the future. And that's what we're going to talk about today on the Max Potential Habits podcast. We're on episode number 92. How fast can you pivot? If this is your first time here, I'm Dr. Amanda Barrientez, the founder of NFA Coaching and the host of this podcast, Max Potential Habits. This is your place where every week I'll bring you tips, tools, and inspirational interviews to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in your life and business. High fives. Real quick, I pulled the first raffle winner on March 31st. This is for Mindset Master. You know who you are. This is a call out for you. You said, I started a real estate business in April of 2019. I was learning the ropes, but just couldn't get over the hump. I began listening to Dr. Amanda and hired her as a coach. I was stuck in a W-2 mindset until I met her. Now I'm a confident entrepreneur. You are awesome, and your gift card is in the mail. Thank you so much. So I want to remind everyone, I'm coming up on episode number 100. So today's episode 92, 100's coming up soon. And for the 100th episode, I'm going to be doing a big raffle. So get your name in there. Remember, if you've already done a review on iTunes for me, take a screenshot of it and email it to MPH, which stands for Max Potential Habits Raffle, at nfacoaching.com. Email it to me with a screenshot of your review, and please, if you haven't done a review yet, get it in there. I want you in the raffle. It's going to be an awesome one. So let's get back to today's episode and pivoting. So something I think is important to think about. Why would you even want to pivot, and what does it mean to pivot? So like I said before, pivoting has to do with taking everything you've learned in the past, your experiences, all of the lessons you've learned in life, and in a critical moment going, okay, I'm going to use everything I've learned and I'm going to shift in a new direction. Obviously, at this current critical moment in society where we have a global pandemic going on, we have that pattern interrupt reset time where we are called to be more inward, we're called into some downtime, we're called to look within and see what really matters. I love the powerful conversations I've been having going on with, people in my community, my friends, my family, people I work with, about how important it has been to go within right now and really reassess and reevaluate. And why? Because there's a pivot that needs to happen, right? We're going from one era into a different. No matter how you stack it, everything's going to look different post-COVID. We're moving a lot of stuff online. We are shifting our beliefs around community, family, what we want to do in our business, what we want to do in our lives. I'm noticing a lot of people are really having this moment of going, what do I really want to create? What do I really care about? Who do I really connect with? How do I really want to show up in the world? And these are all pivotal questions that you're asking yourself at this moment where you're going, do I want to stay on the same track? Or do I want to pivot in a new direction? Now, if you're a business owner, this is also a very powerful question and something that a lot of people are asking me about. How do I pivot powerfully, and how do I pivot fast? So today I want to give you an easy, simple tip to pivot fast. First, I want to talk about, what is a pivot mindset? What does that look like? If you have a pivot mindset, remember our mindset is the part of us that's the being part of us. It's in the be, do, have model where we go, okay, be is our mindset, be is our identity, be is who we show up as, be is who we're striving to become, be is who we're stepping into. The have part is our habits. And your mindset is really a habit because what you think about, you bring about, what you focus on, you expands. And so you've got to start creating powerful thoughts in your mind in a repetitive way that leads you into habits that are successful, that are helping you get where you want to go so that you can then have the vision that you want to create, so that you can manifest everything you want to manifest in your life. Right now, I hear people saying, there's fear, there's panic, there's doubt, there's all these things going on in people's mindset, and that's not a powerful pivot mindset, because when you're in a space of fear, you're not thinking about opportunities. A pivot mindset looks for opportunities. A pivot mindset sees crisis as opportunity. They go, okay, well, things are breaking down, things are changing. In every breakdown, there's a buildup, right? So are you in the moment of being a powerful leader who's focused on the opportunities, who's thinking about new directions you can go, who's thinking, okay, I have this type of business and I'm going to pivot certain aspects of it in a new direction by using everything I've learned over the past however long you've been in business and shift it in a new direction so that you can stay on course and keep going on an upward trajectory, right? Remember, I've always said that growth is an upward spiral. It's not a straight line. So if you're in that upward spiral trajectory right now, we're kind of at the bottom of that upward spiral trajectory where you're going, whoa, this is a challenge, but challenge brings growth. Remember, we don't grow without challenge. So are you stepping into this challenge? Are you pivoting? Are you having that pivotal mindset, that pivot mindset, that inner boss mindset that says, I got this. I can see opportunities. I'm looking for opportunities. I'm seeing everything through fresh eyes, and I'm looking for the upsides of this situation. I'm not hyper focused on the fear and doubt and uncertainty. I'm focused on the upside, the benefits, the places I can serve, the places I can bring my power. That's what a pivot mindset is. That's you owning your inner boss and being a badass in life and business so that you can thrive. And this is a habit. Joy is a habit, and it's a choice. I didn't write down the name of the Ralph Waldo Emerson. That's right. I love the word decide. Stands for to cut off. It's a Latin root word. And Ralph Waldo Emerson says, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. So today I want you to decide to step into the pivot mindset. And here's the action step that I want you to take for today. There's going to be a link to this in the show notes with a worksheet called the Business Sweet Spot Discovery. Business Sweet Spot Discovery worksheet in the down. There's going to be a link in the downloads in the. Getting fumbled up there. There is a link in the show notes for you to download this worksheet that I'm going to tell you about right now in case you're driving, can't write stuff down. What it is 3 spots that I want you to get to the sweet spot in the middle of this business discovery. So what it is what are you skilled at doing? So if you think of this like a Venn diagram, so one circle is what are you skilled at doing? Another circle, what do you love doing? And another circle, what will the market pay for? Okay, and in the middle is your sweet spot. So I want you to start brainstorming today so that you can pivot in a new direction. Wherever you're at in your business, there's always room for powerful pivots. So think about what are the things I'm really skilled at doing? What am I good at? What have I collected skills over my life course doing? What have I collected skills in my business doing? Then what do you love doing? What do you really enjoy? Because this is a pattern interrupt moment. Think about what you really want to create. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you create? If you knew the answer was going to be yes, what would you create? That's the sweet spot of going, I love this. Okay, what am I skilled at? And now what will the market pay for? Right now, things are shifting to a lot of online. We don't know how long that's going to last, but I'll tell you the wave of the future, there's going to be a lot of online stuff. So how can you start shifting some of your skill set and the things you love to do into the online space so that you can have a nice, powerful pivot, money, win-win situation, right? I don't know what business you're in. A lot of different types of business owners listen to me, but I want you to start thinking, if you're in real estate, how can you create a virtual reality for your people? How can you create more videos? How can you create an expert platform? Can you write a book? Can you start a podcast? Can you start a meetup group that meets virtually online? I have a friend who owns a bar and they're doing a virtual dance club night. There are so many ways to pivot, but you've got to start thinking about opportunity in those 3 places. So what are you skilled at doing? What do you love doing? And what will the market pay for? And in the middle of that is your sweet spot. Remember, there's a downloadable worksheet if you want that too, just to help you brainstorm and think about it. So that's my call to you for today. How fast can you pivot? How can you step into the pivot mindset? How can you own your inner boss and really get out of a fear space and step into your personal power that will help you in this time to come out of it as an awesome, incredible, empowered person. You can do it. I believe in you. You're awesome. Don't forget also to sign up for the raffle by leaving a review. It really helps me out, spread the word, grow the podcast, grow our community. Have a beautiful, empowered day where you use max potential habits to thrive and feel alive. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Max Potential Habits podcast. If you're liking what you've heard, it would be so incredibly awesome if you would subscribe to the channel and leave a 5-star rating and a written review. This helps me help more people while we grow our NFA community so we can rock it out together. For Max Potential Habits resources, go to nfacoaching.com where you can access all of my resources. There's free ebooks, PDF checklists, a journal template, a business mindset meditation kit, and so much more. Plus, links to NFA coaching on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And if you're super serious about up-leveling, there's also a link to schedule a free consult to work with me in group or one-on-one coaching. Until next time, I hope you have a Max Potential Habits Day where you get inspired to do whatever it takes to transform into the most empowered version of yourself so you can lead a rich, thriving, kick-ass life and business.